Tonight is the last video that I'll post for probably a week. It could be less than a week, but yeah, getting pretty nervous just because I've never had surgery before, never been cut open before, so this will be interesting. But I don't really know. I'm just very hopeful and praying that the surgery takes care of a lot of the issues I've been having lately. And yeah. So I guess I'll just kind of share a little bit what's going on. I'm not as about it anymore, but January. I was diagnosed with PCOS, and it's not like a killer disease or anything, but it causes a lot of pain, and it's difficult to talk about. I mean, I don't know. I'm just a very private person, but and I'm just documenting this, not like I'm ever gonna forget, because it's something I'm gonna have forever, but I was in the hospital because of severe pain, and it took a really long time for them to diagnose me with PCOS, and it has been forever. I don't know how long I've had it or whatever, but I'm not going to go into a ton of detail, but anyway, so that was a pretty scary thing, because my initial thought was, when I found out, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to have kids, which you totally can. There's lots of people who have PCOS and they have children, and after freaking out for a long time, and doing research and listening to people and my aunt, and there's lots of people who have kids when they have PCOS. But for me, I didn't know anything about it, so it was pretty terrifying. And with this whole issue that I'm having surgery for, it has been a long time coming. Ever since I was a kid, I had stomach issues, and it's always complained about a tummy ache, and it was it's just one of those things, you're a kid, and kids say things, and it was consistently every day, and it wasn't horrible, but it would it would hurt a little bit. And July is when it really, or June, one of those, it really started hurting, my stomach, and constantly sick and not feeling well and in pain. And I went to, I was in the hospital one day in July, and then I was going to allergy specialists and other specialists and doctors and GI specialists or whatever, and no one could figure out anything. We thought maybe it was an intolerance or allergy to gluten or dairy. They thought that I had celiac disease just because of the way that my body was reacting after food. And it seemed to be just certain food, but, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, almost 9 months later, finally getting to the bottom after it got really bad. And I'm praying that this surgery takes care of that. They did tell me that, it's pretty routine surgery. But I'm just praying that, this takes care of the situation. And I know that there's people out there who are suffering with way worse, and people who, have fought harder things in life. But I think regardless of that, sickness is a big deal, and, it affects my everyday life. I'm trying to, I don't know, maybe I sound ridiculous for complaining. And I shouldn't be complaining because there's worse things happening, but, I do, I want to be able to go to the gym and work out, and, I got some weight to lose before my wedding, mine and Eric's wedding in July, and, I worry about that and, not looking good for that. We're just getting real open, and, I just have not had energy. I've been so sick with and without food. I'm just really, really, really tired, and I don't sleep at night because of the pain that I'm in, and I'm trying to see the positive because, there's, like I said, I know people are suffering and have lost people to things way worse than what I'm going through, but it's still hard, and this is the battle that I'm facing, and my body kind of hates me. It just is sometimes I feel like it just is giving me the middle finger, and I got this PCOS pain on top of this gallbladder intestinal issue, and it is the worst pain I have ever experienced, and takes your breath away. And I'm just praying that after the surgery it takes at least one of the issues away. I can live with, PCOS. Because it really only is bad once a month for a week or so. Is really bad. But pain wise, but with this stomach thing, I have not had a good night's sleep in a week. The first 4 nights. It's funny because after we got my surgery scheduled, it was I tanked hard and got way worse than what it was before, and so out of the week, the first 4 nights I did not sleep whatsoever. 0 hours of sleep, and God gave me strength to get through the day. I made it, but when I got home I just crashed. So I've been today I just slept all day. Yesterday I had stuff to do, and I could not. And I just slept off and on. But anyway, I'm not trying to like be a complainer, but this is me marking this day before surgery, and knowing God is going to bring a miracle one way or another. He can do what he wants, but yeah, I just wanted to update so I have this to look back on. I don't think I'm ever gonna forget what it's been like these last few months, but I just wanted something to hold on to and praise God for. I mean, not that I don't have reasons to do that already, but I'm just saying. Anyway, I'm going to go to bed and let's cross fingers for sleep. Been praying for family that my family knew who lost their husband and their father, and just different things. So anyway, good night.